Many years ago, me mother sang this song to me in tones so sweet and low. Just a simple little ditty. There we go. Hey, brightness! Got a destruction. Supreme Saiyan. Luffy! Revax is here. Sheeps is in. G-Tracker's here. Teo, Kage, Wolfie, Sam, Shadow Gamer, Carlos, Lucas, Supreme Saiyan, Sarah's Victoria is back, Shivam, Monkey D. Wolfie, Dark Slifer, Cornell Cunningham, Lixbox, Evil, Pink Banana, another excellent name. A couple went by me there. Kloboker, Danzo the Real 6 Hokage, that's a good name. Mysterious God says, when do you need my name? Toby, Welfare Batman, Madara Uchiha. Hey, BTG, good to see you again, pal. Snape kills Datara. Little cross-platform action. Teo, Zachariah, Qwerty, Furry Inferno. Hey, Jump Call. Zaotea, say that even close, right? Darth Chili, Sam Sizer. I'm gonna shine that head. Yeah, it's getting. What was it? I think it's been like 2 days growth. So yeah, it would be difficult to buff right now. You'd actually need a power buffer, which on this head probably wouldn't even work. Hey, Big Green. Shadow Gamer's in. Let's see. Martin. Vinay. M's here. Yeah, make sure your chat is in live chat, not top chat. Oh yeah, like M says, guys, don't forget up here. Snape, Spaz Wolfie says, Snape kills Naruto. Cordella. Up here in the corner of your chat box. Just make sure you're on live chat and not top chat if you want to see all the comments. Yeah, Bark has been gone for a while now. Furry Inferno. I don't know. Ever since I walked in the store. Cool, Helen. Wish we had it. Well, it's not too. I shouldn't say. I was gonna say wish we had a day nice enough for walking, but it's not horrible today. Hey, Rowan. God damn it, I forgot what I was just gonna say. Hey, friendly girl. Good to see you, sweetie. And Stefan is here, and the Cube, and PNR. In the near future, she's looking to make some special ways. I actually have some designs in mind, Brent. I have a t-shirt shop, but I only put a couple designs in it, so I don't really promote it. I got to get time because I want to make a train one. And I have a couple of other different quotes that we've just picked up around here. I should probably make, seeing as how you guys have made comments about looking forward to that, or not even necessarily looking forward or dreading that at the beginning of the videos, is I should probably make an "Okay guys" because it's so dorky. I should probably make an "Okay guys" shirt too. Okay guys followed by insane rambling or something like that. Scott says, hey Curtis, I should warn you, it is at this point that the dub gets extremely cringy. I suggest from this point. How do you mean cringy, Scott? I'm just curious. Do you mean, because you could take that a couple ways. You mean cringy as in production value, or cringy as in character interactions and stuff? Because that's interesting to me. I'm just, a Pamfu shirt, that's a good idea too, Xbox. Yeah, that's a good idea. Spaz Wolfie says, you have already seen Naruto. You're a fake reactor. But I just want to see what Scott says. I was curious how, because again, I like getting people's opinions, and I wonder what he means, by cringe. What kind of cringe? Hey, Joe Kage. I think Sasuke's role will be in the war. That's tough for me right now, Luffy, because right now he's just, well, not at this moment. Was tossed over Madara's shoulder, and now he's in like another dimension or something, having Hot Nerd tend to him. So I don't know. Well, I assume he's going to be, it wouldn't take long for him to recover from whatever happened. But I think he's so wildly, singularly focused on killing Danzo that I think he will, regardless of what Madara says, I think he will personally put that above all else. I think no matter what a game plan may be, I think, again, it's just a prediction, I think Sasuke is just going to be laser focused on kill Danzo, must kill Danzo. I mean, he's going to be about Danzo like Android 16 was about Goku. Just that, only that, and nothing else. Let's see. Hey, did you hear the second Infinity War trailer is coming out tomorrow? No, I didn't. I didn't hear about that, Evan. I didn't at all. I'm curious. I want to see Scott. I don't know if it's caught up yet. I want to see Scott's comment. I'm just curious. What part? Oh, here he is. Oh, you didn't have to put a super chat, Scott. I would have watched for you. Cringy, as in the voice actors start half-assing quite a bit on the. Oh, okay. Oh, really? That would be disappointing. Because the voice acting so far, especially, I have to admit, the voice acting on both Pain and Madara is awesome. I mean, that has really stood out to me so far in this series, is how good the voice acting of those two characters are. They do a lot for adding to the ominous value of those characters, and in different ways too. I mean, when it was Pain, I mean, not Nagato, but when he was as Pain, and he had that deep boom to his voice and everything, he had that majestic sound. And with Madara, the voice is almost like just such a, I don't know, how do I want to put it? He's just so confident in his abilities and so certain that he can accomplish whatever he wants to accomplish, and that basically, almost in a way like he's talking down to everybody else, like to the five Kage, but talking down to them from a position of, I know I can kick your ass whenever I want to, it's not a question. And so that, I mean, that's ominous. 4 kids is better than subbed. Wow, Wolfie, that's rough. 4 kids. Well, we're gonna have to switch to subbed at some point, though, Wolfie, unless they were to catch up on the dubs by the time I get to those episodes. Kabuto's voice. I've always said, Nicholas, because you guys know a lot of the reason why I hate Kabuto is because of the voice. If Kabuto is supposed to be smarmy, if that's what they were trying to do, Kabuto's voice is absolutely perfect, because that's, I mean, if that's what you want, if the idea was to make this character obnoxious and again, for lack of a better word, smarmy, it's dead on. It's perfect, and that makes him a good villain. Do you think Naruto could beat any Kage being a sage? It's funny you say that, Logan. I was thinking about that, actually, when we were in the stream, we were talking about what my favorite jutsu was, and I got thinking about that. Having seen the Kages, I don't know. I don't know that he could, as long as he had containment on the Nine Tails. Sage mode is pretty badass, but from what I've seen so far of the Kage, they're pretty sick. I mean, Killer Bee kicks some serious ass. The little bit I've seen so far of my sweetheart, Lady Mitsukage there, she's the whole fire thing is pretty intense. I don't know. I would hesitate to say that he could, if whether he someday gains control of it, or if even without his permission, if the Nine Tails were released, then I'd say, yeah, then he's got a shot. But probably, again, just my guess, probably not without that. Best voice is Dots. Yeah, Barnacle. that is one of my all-time favorite voices in anything we've watched, as far as all the series, whether it's a legit series or if it's a abridged or whatever. I just love that voice. Good morning, Madara or Pain's voice? Ooh, that's tough, Tristan, because like I was saying, those are two of my favorite voices I've heard in any of the series. It's hard to draw a distinction because both voices work perfectly for their characters. I think if they were reversed, like if Pain had Madara's voice, it would be okay, but it wouldn't have that same effect of what he was trying to purport, and vice versa. I will say this, I think for some reason, and it probably doesn't even make a lot of sense, because Pain's voice was definitely more ominous in and of itself, but if you combine it with the character, Madara's intimidates me more. Yeah, I gotta say, Madara, just that confidence, just the way he purports himself, it's intimidating. Mitsukage, Reikage, and Tsuchikage almost killed him. Who you mean now? Who you mean? Sasuke, right, Jeremiah? In that fight? Oh no, wait, no, not. Yeah, because it's Reikage, Mitsukage, and Tsuchikage. No, now I'm, because Mitsukage. Yeah, she threw the fire at him and everything. Yeah, so as far as Sasuke, Sasuke, has really been fortunate in the company he keeps all along, right? When you think about it, because again, that's right, the Tsuchikage there, that's the little guy, right? He had him trapped in that, whatever. Oh shit! I'm sure there's nothing important. If it's somebody wanting to scam something, I'll put it on here. Hello.
Hello. This message is for Russell Williams. This call is on behalf of St. Mary's Healthcare. Please.
Oh, well, it's just nope. Sorry, guys. Just my prescriptions again. They call me. Well, actually, anybody in the house has a prescription. They call me. Shit. Now I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so he gets thrown into his cube there, the little Kage, and Madara saves him. Of course, Suigetsu basically saved him from Killer Bee killing him. So he's been very fortunate with the company he keeps. Hail Hydra, I am a douche. From Logan Paul. At least he was owning up to it. Iliad says, Curtis, don't you hang up on me. I thought it was going to be a telemarketer. If it was Tail, I was going to put him on the line, but it's just calling about our prescriptions. That was actually wasn't for mine. The only thing I take a blood pressure pill. But that was for my daughters. Excuse me. Oh, is Mark... Now, see, now I don't know. It's hard to say, though, with Mark Kuzan. I hate to give somebody too much attention, because this might not even be the real Bart. Because he's become such a meme that somebody might be trying just to impersonate him for the attention and for the lulz. So it's... What is shoked, by the way? I don't know what shoked means. Your reaction, Tanjo Sharingan, you should have been shoked. Shoked sounds like an attack. You know? You should have been choked. Let's see. Donzo ran like a girl. Yeah, he did, Dylan. Donzo was gone. Well, that took care. It seems to, at least the point I'm at, that seems to have taken care of the idea. Oh, well, it has for now. Taken care of the idea of Donzo as the leader of the aligned forces, which was good because what's his name? The guy in charge there had already made that call on him. I thought it was interesting that he made a full 180 and went back to the Kage instead. I mean, it was actually, I don't think it's a bad call. And even the Mitsukage said right away, she's like, yeah, okay, that's cool, and so did Gaara. So I don't think it was necessarily a bad call, but I was just surprised he did that 180 that quick. Pain and Madara are better in sub. You think so, Qwerty? Are they? Well, like I say, I like their voices, though. I really, really do. Curtis, it's no spoiler. You know that Madara is gonna rape. Oh, Madara, again, he's the most intimidating character to me so far. As far as that, oh, I'm gonna blank on a name again, you guys. God damn it! And this is a name I know, and it's still gonna blank on me. I'm gonna have to come to you guys for it. The guy who used to be Orochimaru's vessel that was hooked up to all the equipment there ended up dying in the fight with Gaara. Why is his name? I'm gonna have to wait for it. It's just another one of those fucking brain lock days. God damn it! I hate when I do that. You know, it's one thing when it's a name I typically stumble on, but I know his name. Kimimaro. Thank you, D Major. Thanks, Jeremiah. Yes, Kimimaro. Kimimaro was initially like very, very, very clear to me that he was intimidating. Just when he was hooked to that machine and you started learning his backstory, it's like, wow, this guy's gonna be sick. But Madara is even given that is much more intimidating to me than he was. And by that I mean when you're first getting to know the character rather than actually seeing their actions, just the intimidation factor they exude by their existence. D's nuts Maru. Yeah, Fake Mark trying a little too hard. Well, actually, though, Fake Mark should be glad because Bark was really so... And again, my concern was he's actually kind of mentally damaged. So much so, that's hard to imitate. All the others are fake. Okay, Mark. I love Urza. I'm saying that name wrong too. Didn't you guys say? But I know who she is, Robert. Yes, I think she's actually she's up on my shelf up there somewhere. I think she's to the back part of the shelf because because she was a lot of those pops. They make those goddamn pops, which kind of pisses me off. They make a lot of those pops so they won't stand on their own because they just assume that everybody is going to collect them and keep them in collector's boxes. I don't buy them for down the road resale value. I buy them because they're characters I like, and I take them out to display them that way too if my grandkids want to look at them or something and hold them in their hands. But towards that end, they make a lot of them so they don't even stand up, so I have to put them in the back row leaned against the wall. Toby versus Conan. Who would win? Well, see, I haven't really seen Conan in, a life or death type battle. Most of the time she's used her pamphlet ability there. It's been just to take care of a situation at hand. I just can't imagine at this point anybody that takes on Madara one-on-one, at least at this point. Let's see. Last time, you're a discount Batman's biggest fan. What? Since you are our discount Batman's biggest fan, eyeball that new puppet of his. I'm not sure what you mean, pal. Last time I'll say it. Since you are a discount Batman's biggest fan, eyeball that new pup. Oh, Welfare Batman. Oh, I just saw his puppet briefly, very briefly, when the Kage were all like at each other's throats, and the support teams basically jumped over the desk. That's all I've seen of him. Yeah, Wolfie, I know. Like Wolfie said, those pops up there too. All of this back here is green screen. For any of you who don't know, the things we get, because this is supposedly all the stuff you guys have sent us in P.O. Box unboxings and mailings. But Mark pointed out that I resold all that stuff, so this is just a green screen where it looks like I kept it all. I had to take. This is very difficult taking these pictures and lining them up just right to get this set up. Oh, absolutely. Brother E says, Curtis, isn't it crazy how if we looked back a year ago, we never thought you'd be this invested in anime? Mind-boggling. Yeah, you can't overstate that. I never would have imagined it. And if you go back, probably 2 years, I would have never even thought that I would have got, well, maybe a little more, but I would have even been interested in anime at all. Because you guys talked me into watching, DBZA, watching the abridged, because I kept saying, I mean, obviously you can't have anything to do with pop culture and not know who Goku is. So I knew a little bit about the characters and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, that's not my thing. And you guys kept saying, no, it's funny, it's funny, it's funny. It's a takeoff on it, but it's hilarious. It's your sense of humor. So I tried it, and I liked it right away. I mean, the writing was so funny. The characters were hilarious. But even then, I never thought I'd get swept up into anime like this. Now it's basically when I want to watch something for my entertainment, it's almost always anime related now. Nagato said a war was coming. He was right. Yeah, that's true, D. That's true. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, and he was right. He was right in a hurry. Yeah. Well, that was a cool scene where he declares war. Not only because of his declaration, but because of Gaara leading him into it with "We shall not give up hope." I thought that was cool on both levels. Spaz Kage. The Spaz Kage. I can't even imagine what type of jutsu I would have, but it's probably have to have something to do with small penis, I would think. Madara is another Donald Trump. Well, usually, Zachariah, everybody's, at least in the comment section and stuff, everybody says it's Donzo that they see as Donald Trump. The only reason I'm subbed to this is for Curtis Rekak to enter my anus. Oh my gosh. So Trumpzo is a dick. DVZ or Naruto. Depends. I can't really say I prefer one or the other. Naruto, QB, because it kind of depends on what mood you're in. There's such different style of storytelling, whereas for the most part, Dragon Ball is much lighter, but with some really, I really like, not that I don't Naruto, but I really like the fight scenes, the over-the-top fight scenes and stuff. Love the characters. And Naruto is obviously much darker and more gritty. So it just depends on what kind of mood you're in. But really, you can't go wrong with either. I'll watch either of them anytime. The next joke stream, I don't know, Saitama, but it won't be. I promise you, it won't be as long a break as between this one and the one we had done prior, because that was a blast. Oh my God, those were funny. That was a good day, actually. The joke stream was really, really good. I think Naruto takes itself too seriously sometimes. Do you, Alex? I haven't really got to that point yet. I mean, you never know what might unfold with storylines and the storytelling going forward. So far, I'm comfortable with that. I really like their level of storytelling. You know what I liked today, too, in the episode I saw, you guys? That Naruto had matured enough to see through what Sakura was trying to put forth there about how she loves him now, and she's no longer in pursuit of Sasuke because he's a rogue ninja and everything, and Naruto was immediately like, what? And you're just used to the knucklehead ninja where he would have just been like, he'd have started bleeding from the nose or popped a boner or something. And I was glad to see him actually question that. Let's see. Do I think important characters will die in the war? Mysterious God, I never leave that out anymore. I learned my lesson on that. Never assume that anybody's safe in Naruto, which is good. I mean, that's a sign of good storytelling. That's not a complaint by any means. But yeah, again, we lost Pervy Sage, and I never imagined that was going to happen. So I never put anything out of the realm of possibility here. Yeah, it was a fun stream, Saitama. The jokes were funny as hell. That was my favorite joke stream we've done so far. Spaz Wolfie says, loses one round of strip poker, whips out Monkey. Loses first round. Yeah, really, Wolfie. Everybody else is trying to take off a shoe or a sock. It's like, let's just get this shit out here. Hey, Curtis, yesterday I had a Gohan from DBZ Abridged moment. How's that, Alan? Good old Gohan. A moment where you should have dodged, I assume? You should have had Big Green there. Just keep putting that in your head. Dodge. Sakura, I love you, Naruto bullshit. Yeah, Blair Nation, it was funny because when she first started that whole thing, I was like, okay. I was giving her the benefit of the doubt for a second, thinking, well, maybe this isn't just maneuvering. Maybe she came to some sort of realization, and it just worked out well that it timed it right, but it became obvious very quickly. That's like, nah, she's just playing him to try and get him to do what she wants, or basically stop the laser focused commitment to bringing Sasuke back. Let's see. The favorite Jutsu brother, probably Sage Mode. It's tough to say because so many of them are cool. Probably Sage Mode, just barely over the Rinnegan. But that Sage Mode is really cool. I like the look of it. I like the abilities of it as well. I have to poop, and I don't know if you can keep from typing my from my chamber pot. I'll think of you while I prolapse. Okay, Sam, I appreciate that. Now Sam's got to take a tough poop, and he's gonna have me in mind while he experiences a prolapse. I like that. What would be something cool for me to draw next? Oh shit! I like looking at any type of artwork because I can't draw at all. So when you guys draw anything and show it to, it's like I'm I'm easily amazed by that stuff because with no ability for it, I like looking at anything you guys draw. Let's see. Hinata is way hotter than Sakura. I agree, Zachariah. I think just, and not to be mean to Sakura, just it is what it is. I think pretty much all the girls grew up to be more attractive than Sakura, which is like, Naruto, why, well, you'll see I say it in the episode today. Why do you keep fixating on her? She's not, you're the hero of the leaf right now. You should be setting your sights elsewhere. Seriously, Sakura will suck even more in the next episode. Really, Rowan? Well, the whole idea, today when I left off, she had decided that they should go after Sasuke, which I think is not only stupid, but wildly, dangerous to her comrades. Why are you trying to, you're going to get these other guys killed because you've had this really, really stupid idea. Biggest plot twist in existence. Your dick is actually huge. Joe Kage, I wish that plot twist was a reality. I would be so proud of that twist. Do you think Sasuke and Naruto are equally strong right now, or any of them has an advantage over the other? Yeah, we talked about that before in main settings. To me, it looks like about a dead heat from what I've seen. I can't see where one actually has a big edge over the other. And again, the whole thing is with Naruto, for me anyway, when you compare strengths, you always have to throw in the little caveat of, okay, the what if factor for him is what if the Nine Tails comes flying out onto the scene. So that's what makes it. But without the Nine Tails involved, yeah, I think they're pretty close. Toby is actually the ramen guy. That would be the greatest twist ever, Mysterious God. I love ramen guy. I think everybody loves ramen guy. Because I remember I was surprised when I said that a while back. And everybody was like, yeah, ramen guy is cool. I mean, he's right up there with the boat rower. Let's see. Me and Sasuke are going on Fate tonight. Woohoo! Nice, good for you, Alex. Let's see. Oh, I just commented on him, Brother E. That was Brother E sent me on the Discord. He sent me a bunch of really, really well done pictures of the One Piece girls. It made me very happy. Ramen guy is the sage of the six paths. There you go, Ziad. There you go. Farmer with a shotgun. The bald Kage. Yeah. Every important person has copycats. Elvis, Bark, Sensei, everyone. Oh, Heart Freak. Okay, well, thanks for being in with us while you could, pal. Danzo is using mind control on the samurai head. Well, you know what, Krillin? I said at the beginning with the whole thing when Danzo initially gets appointed as the leader of the coalition there, you guys will see or did it already? I can't remember what's already been put up. But anyway, that was my initial thought, was Danzo not using mind control, but I thought Danzo had something on him and was maneuvering him somehow. But now I'm not so sure with what I've seen since. Initially, that was my thought, though. But now it's not looking like that was the case. Excuse me. Hi says, I am the final Naruto villain. Danzo did nothing wrong, Dylan says. Ramen guy for Hokage. Yeah, I could support that. Absolutely. My favorite Kage so far? Well, it depends on... Favorite can be taken a lot of different ways. If you're talking about favorite as who do I want to look at and who would I want to hang out with in real life, Lady Mitsukage, of course. But as far as characters go, well, Tsunade isn't officially Kage right now, anyway. But even then, it'd probably be Gaara. I like Gaara as Kage. I really do. Let's see. Do you think Guy will be strong in 8-gate? That's what I hear, Mysterious God. People have been saying, wait till you see what Guy is really capable of. But I'm anxious to find out. But from what I've been told, it's quite a lot. It's quite a while until I do get to see that. But yeah, I want to see that. Let's see. So now we're gonna talk about how much of a tank Sasuke has become. Yeah, we've been talking about Sasuke's abilities. Where we were just talking about whether or not Naruto is past him at this point, if they're equal, whatever. The only thing is, Sasuke, for all his abilities, doesn't necessarily put himself in the best situations. I mean, he could have tried to take out Danzo in a much more strategic manner than just crashing into the summit of the 5 Kages. That wasn't one of the smartest things I've ever seen. Toby is Obi-Wan. Oh, gets timed out gets time outed by mods. That's good. Let's see. Frieza will win the tournament. Everything I'm gonna try. I was gonna try anyway. I'm hoping to have enough time. I want to do another episode or two of Super on a review video today. I want to watch some more. Let's see. Just oh, Mark's not that. Okay, it's cute that Mark, you know you're in love with the original Mark and everything, but yeah, it's not entertaining anymore. It's just gotten stupid. Okay, let's see. Hold on. All right, there, got that off there. The all caps and the imitating Mark's idiocies and everything. It's just it got a little old. If Ramen Guy didn't exist, Jiraiya wouldn't be able to eat ramen, which means he wouldn't name main character Naruto, which also means Naruto wouldn't exist. So Ramen Guy, well played, main settings. I like that. I like that rationale. Yeah. That was a good path to travel. I like that. That's cool. Jump Kyle says there's some filler in the war arcs, but it will be tie-in stories taking place during the war. A lot of side characters get development beyond what's in the manga. Do they, Jump Kyle? Yeah. Gaara has grown as a character from who he used to be. Oh, absolutely. Remember you doubted he would ever change from his demonized state? Absolutely. That's one of the reasons I like Gaara, was the character growth and everything. Absolutely. Yeah, Gaara had. I mean, whenever we talk about the obvious many tragic childhoods in Naruto, our conversations, Gaara is always one of the most mentioned, and I think he has probably done the most from the worst. Put it that way. I mean, to where he is now from what he had to begin with. Oh shit. Who is your top 3 worst and best characters in Naruto? I feel like your best is Itachi and your worst is Kabuto. Like I say, I've always said I'm not really good at lists, Javon. Now, by worst, if you mean most hated, yes, Kabuto. And see, I got to be a little careful with that. I hate Kabuto's character. Or I hate Kabuto because of his personality in there. That doesn't necessarily make him a bad character, because I think I'm supposed to hate him. But if we're just talking hated within the storyline, yes, Kabuto's smarmy ass is my most hated. Itachi would definitely be in the top 3. Believe it or not, and he's not one of the more over OP characters or anything like that, but I really like Sai. I really like Kakashi. And as villains go, I think Hidan is fucking awesome. And to be perfectly honest, as far as villains go, Madara is wildly fascinating to me as well. I like Nagato's character because of, again, the introspection he had and the strength of character he showed. So it's tough. There's a lot of different reasons, like a lot of them. But yes, as far as Kabuto's just an annoying douche. So he leads the top of my most hated, followed closely by Danzo, and then after that it would get a little more muddled. But yeah, definitely the most annoying character to me is douchebag Kabuto. Let's see. And you know what else? Before I read some more, what else I was kind of glad to see and is interesting to me now. Kisame and Killer Bee are having at it. That fight fascinates the shit out of me. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I like how these guys, throughout that fight, at least the beginning of the fight, what I've watched so far, these guys are so good at strategizing and recognizing each other's abilities and moves on the fly and everything. This is going to be a good fight. Excuse me. Big Green says, you know what's worse than filler episodes? Recap episodes. With filler, you at least get new content, even if it's non-canon, but recap are just episodes about previous episodes. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, you're right, because, like you say, at least, even if it's not true to the original story, at least filler is something different. Whereas, I agree with you. Recap episodes that are just... But in fairness to anime, look at how many times even like TV does that and shit. We'll waste a whole episode just doing a recap so they can, well, for them, so they can save a ton of money too. Mihao says, if you love Nagato reviving everything Leaf, basically making the attack all meaningless, then you gotta love the Fourth Shinobi World War. No, well, you gotta understand. Yes, he did revive everyone. that specific act is not why I like him. It's the impetus for doing that. I like that he showed the strength of character, that he was talking to Naruto, asked somebody for their opinion on things, which people do all the time, but rarely actually listen to it if it differs from their own. I just thought it showed a lot of strength of character to take that and say, hey, you know what, especially in his last moments there, to say, well, you know what, that's a decent point. So, you know, maybe as I go out, maybe you're right. Maybe I should go back to the way of thinking from my old teacher and so on and so forth. So the bringing everybody back to life was actually the result of the action he took that I really liked. You know, if it had just been a case of, I'm going to die anyway, fuck it, I'll bring him back to life, then that would have been a cop-out. But the way he listened to what someone else had to say and took that very introspectively and then said, you know what, I've come to a different conclusion with my life, I thought that was pretty cool. You don't like Yamato? No? I like Yamato. Let's see. Chat is crazy about upcoming scenes and fights doesn't know about yet. That's okay, Colt. As you see, our mods here are really, really good. They're good about getting rid of those. Alex, I can't give you the biological answer. All I can say is you're not alone, pal. Kisame versus Guy who will win in a serious fight. It's hard for me to say, Mysterious God, because at this point I haven't seen either one of those two guys tested to their limits. You know, so it's just too early for me to say. From the Ashes says, you will join us and hate Sakura pretty soon. You know, it's funny. A few people have been saying that now, Ashes. I'm beginning to wonder if it might happen because several people have said, basically from this point on, you're going to find Sakura to be wildly annoying. I thought her little charade there for Naruto was kind of pathetic. I mean, that's not enough to bring me to the point of saying I hate her at this point, but she didn't handle that well at all. But I had, and again, you'll see in the videos, I had my suspicions that she wasn't going to handle that well anyway. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Julian, this, again, every day when I get up, because I watch the episode in the morning, every day I get up, I'm just chomping at the bit. I'm excited to watch the next episode of Naruto. Sakura is bae. I don't know though, Wolfie. The other girls grew up a lot. I think all of them grew up way more attractive than Sakura. Certainly Hinata. Tamari, I think, is really, really cute. So I think she got left behind a lot in that element as well. Sliced as the Grave says, imagine a fight between Cell from DBZA versus Pain. I would love to see what Cell would have had to say to him. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's perfect too, Sliced, because you would have two such different personalities. I mean, Perfect Cell is one of the kings of shit-talking versus Pain, who was very much about the task at hand. You know, it would have been the ultimate in seeing things as they are and stating things the way they need to be versus, what the fuck are you talking about, Willis? Yeah, yes, I agree. I would buy a ticket to that fight just to listen to them talk shit to each other. Or talk to each other, because only one would be talking actual shit. Hinata's disgusting and drab. Really, Wolfie? You don't like Hinata? See, I don't know. A lot of it, well, I think it's true with a lot of characters, especially in anything animated. A lot of it is her voice. I liked her right from the start because I just like her cutesy little voice, and she just seemed like a cute kid. That's why I didn't like it when again, I'm going to blank out on the name. I always give it a chance to see if it'll swim upstream against the brain damage, but it doesn't. The other Hyuga, Neji. That one finally came to me. And that's why I didn't like Neji at first, because of him whooping her ass in the tuning exams. Conan is the hottest Akatsuki member. I liked Conan. I did, and it seemed to me, and again, everybody is going to perceive things a different way, I'm sure. But of the three of them, orphans, Conan always, I always like to think anyway that Conan was the one who would have preferred to go a different path, but she had that feeling of unity with the other two, and so because of that, because she is a good comrade, a good friend, and somebody loyal, she went with them. But I think she was, just to me, she struck me as one that would have gone a different direction if given the opportunity. Let's see. Hidan was also hot. Yeah, Hidan was just, he was, and the funny thing was too, because you guys showed me in a, we were doing a, reaction video stream, and the gang showed me his scenes in the sub, and you're right, what he's saying in Japanese was really hysterical. I would have been on board with him even quicker had I been watching it in sub. I'll give that to the sub. That the things he said in there were hysterical. Adam says, I know what you said about filler, but I think you're going to run out of English dub before you can finish. Oh yeah, I think so too, Adam. We were talking about that a little earlier. What we'll have to do is, if we run out of dub, we'll just have to switch to sub, for the ending. It's not a huge deal. It's just for reaction videos, obviously, when I'm trying to absorb what I'm watching, and still engage basically in conversation with you guys, because that's, when I do a reaction video, when I watch Naruto, in my head, I honestly visualize as I'm watching, and that's why you'll see me look into the camera. I see you guys in the camera, if that makes any sense. So it's just one more thing to do, is reading along with everything else, but we just won't have a choice. We'll just have to switch to sub to finish up. Unless, surprisingly, they all of a sudden caught up on the dub before we get to that section, but I don't think that's going to happen. Original voices are always better. Yeah, main settings, I don't know. The big thing for me is not necessarily if they're better or not. It's just that in Naruto and Dragon Ball, I watched so many episodes with the dub on both of those series that I just got used to it. And so you just get comfortable with it, and you get comfortable with a certain way they hear, the way they sound and everything. However, the opposite is true for One Piece. I watch so much of it in sub that when I do One Piece, I want to watch it in sub. I love Luffy's voice, and I heard a little bit of his voice in the dub, and yeah, it didn't click with me at all. And I've said it over and over, for some reason, in the sub in his Japanese voice, I love the way he says his own name. It makes me laugh every time he says it. Again, I'm simple. Oh, monkey D. Luffy. I just love the way he says that. I hope the dub never catches up so you watch the sub. Well, that's the thing, Rowan. Again, I'm not going to pause. We're having too much of a good time watching this, so I'm not going to pause and wait for dub to catch up. If we get to that point, and wait for the dub to catch up. If we get to that point and we're out of dubs, we'll just switch over to sub. One Piece dub is hard. I didn't like it, Alex. Only a couple of the clips that we've watched in these reaction streams have been dubbed, and yeah, I didn't care for the dub voices. But again, it goes back to that same thing. I heard so much of the sub voices, I really grew to like them. Monkey D. Ruby, yeah, Big Green. There's just something about the way he says that cracks me up every time. And plus his whole demeanor. I just like Luffy's character. I've said it over and over. The word that always comes to mind for me with One Piece is fun. And I understand, there's a lot of drama in it. There's a lot of kick in the feels. Those clips I saw of Nico Robin's backstories are some of the hardest feels punches I've gotten in anything I've watched. But overall, I think a lot of it has to do with the animation and the characters, the way they're drawn. Even the ancillary characters. One Piece just strikes me as a lot of fun. Oh, I think somebody had told me that, ELP. ELP says, by the way, Curtis, on a quick note, the voice actor of Monkey D. Luffy also voices Krillin from Dragon Ball. I had forgotten that, but now that you say that, I think somebody had told me that, which is very cool, too, because, of course, in Dragon Ball, just like anything else, I watched that in clips, so everything wasn't chronological for me. But my favorite characters in Dragon Ball were, initially, I loved... Wait, now who was first? No, let me remember. Now wait, now I don't want to say it wrong. Krillin was very early on. I don't remember if he was the first one I named as a favorite, though. It took a long time before it actually came to my current favorite, Fat Boo. Yeah, and I don't remember. I can't remember for sure. I think there was somebody. Wasn't there somebody else, guys? That Luffy says the voice actor Luffy is a woman. By the way, doesn't that happen quite a bit though? I've been told that a lot of the anime characters, male characters, are voiced by women. And that wasn't Roshi. I can't remember who it was. I thought somebody. That will probably come to me eventually. I mean, early on when I first started watching clips. I can't remember which character. Yeah, Krillin was definitely my favorite. And to be fair, Big Green, Krillin, as far as the abridged series, he's still my favorite in the abridged. It's just when you talk about the regular series, it's Fat Boo. I bet it was Yamcha. Oh, it was Sajil. Sajil's right. It was Nappa. It was Nappa. That's right. Yes, Dark Mark. You guys did. See? Slice is a great. You guys, Slice is a grave had it. This is the only way I'm going to survive having no memory is you guys provide memory for me. Yes, Nappa was the very first because I remember when I first saw him and Vegeta together, both in the abridged and the regular series. I just liked him. I liked his look, and especially in the abridged, I liked his sound because I was pissed off when Vegeta offed him. That fucking made me mad. I remember that. Yes, it wasn't. I knew there was somebody. I liked Nappa the best, and then I got to know more about Krillin, and he became my favorite. And then I went back and forth between a couple others, but Fat Boo is now mine. Krillin and Usopp share a voice actor. Oh, do they, Wolfie? That's cool. I think that's cool that the voice actors span the different series. Are we there? Yeah, Slice, that's a grave. Yes, that was the good stuff. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Vegeta, are we there yet? I'm simple. That enjoyed the shit out. I enjoyed the shit out of that. Maybe that's why I like it, Special Eads, because we've talked about that before. Because I look like an older, out of shape Nappa. I look like Nappa if his future is very, very dark. I like Vegeta early because he was mean to Nappa. Did you, Em? I think that's one of the reasons why Spaz Kid likes him too. Because Vegeta is Spaz Kid's favorite, and it's not even close. He loves Vegeta, so maybe that has something to do with it. I liked Nappa right from the beginning, and then it was out of the blue that I saw the clip where Vegeta kills him, and I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" That's why it took me a long time to come around to actually liking Vegeta, was just because of that. Thoughts on the Fabulous Moolah? I don't know. It's specifically what you're talking about, Megabird. She's an icon. She's a legend. The most legendary woman wrestler of all time, and it's not even close. Oh, my big butt's got to come in and fuck with me. Hashtag, please, girl should kill herself. Curtis, I assume that's shit. Come on, dude. What? How can you look at those awesome... Oh, yes, there's the poop emoji. So that's a good assumption. Wow, how can you... Look at that darling little face, that cutesy little face, those giant unbraziered boobies, and come to that conclusion. Stop. Be nice. Big Butt busts my balls about that all the time because he doesn't. She's my absolute favorite, and he just don't like her. Voice actor of Naruto, Goku, and Luffy are all women. I thought I had heard that before in main settings that a lot of major male characters in anime are voiced by women. That's kind of interesting. What are my favorite books? I don't just because of time, pal. I don't get to do much of any reading at all. When I do get to read, I like a lot of history stuff. I like a lot of historical stuff and sports related stuff. Obviously I enjoy read because I enjoy writing it. I enjoy reading works of fiction. I just never have time for it. Hell, the manga that Hai sent me, I just started with the first few pages of it and still haven't gotten back to reading any more of it, and it was interesting. Them boobies fake, my Chi. They fake. No way, my big butt. No way. No. Don't say my Sarah's had work, because she did not. That's all real today. And I'm just sure somewhere in one of the episodes, I'm sure it's stated where she has a thing for old fat guys. I'm sure it's out there. Goku's is the same since Dragon Ball started. Really, Matt? I didn't know that. Let's see. Brother, he says, I don't hate Sakura. I just dislike the route they chose to take her take with her as the main female protagonist. She is definitely not useless because she contributes more as support and has her moments. Well, that's kind of where I'm at, Brother E. That's why I don't hate her. I mean, I get why she annoys some people. The whole Sasuke thing. Yes, that does get old. But she has contributed enough, and she's made enough as a character, as a person in the show. I think she's made enough efforts that I don't hate her. Now, I will say I don't know how this is going to work out, but I do not like this decision she made today to take the gang and go hunt Sasuke. I think that is wildly stupid. Fake or not, you still motorboat them. You got that right, Slice. Exactly. Exactly. Get your face in there and just. Oh, yeah, that'd be the happy place to die. Poor Kishimoto, Joe Kage says he tried so hard to fix Sakura when all I had to do was give her boobs. God damn it! That would have helped. That would have helped, Joe. Absolutely. I think it's cool. I think it's cool on his part, though, and I haven't seen this. You guys told me this, especially as a writer, to be willing to admit where your weaknesses are. I think it's cool that he admits that he's not really good at writing female characters. You just like that when somebody has that level of self-awareness. They're willing to say, "Oh, it's not. We can't be strong at everything, and that's not my strength." So I respect that. Let's see. Naruto teaching millennials about dem hoes like Sakura. Says. Rowan says, "How can someone not like this? Hold off on request girl. Her nipples can support power to a third world country." Agreed, Rowan. And obviously right from the start she was gorgeous, so that's what attracted me to her. But the voices, and especially No Wacking's voice in the abridged. I love that accent anyway, but it's just done so perfectly. I think her voice is insanely sexy. And that's a lot of, not to the same degree, but that's a big hunk of it for me as well with the Mitsukage. I think her voice, aside from her being gorgeous, I think her voice is really cool too. Thoughts on the recent news about the next Dragon Ball movie continuing Super's timeline? I think that's cool, Maz. I think that's cool. It'll be... Again, it does seem like, well, and you guys had mentioned to me, it does seem like they've certainly gone balls deep. They're all in on all hands on deck for getting this movie done. So I'm hoping it's going to be really good. I'm thinking it will. If you could live in any anime, what show would it be and who would you be? Oh, I don't remember that question before. If I could live in any of the anime settings. See, now I got to start running them through in my mind, though. I don't know. It's awful tempting to want to be Saitama. Saitama is just so bad. I mean, I'm a guy who has been into superheroes since I was like 5. And of course, in my day, it wasn't even cartoons; it was comics. But I've been into superheroes my whole life, basically. And somebody that came along this late, he's still my favorite superhero. So I have to go with Saitama. As much as there's some great titties in some of the others and everything, I don't see myself as a pirate at all. I mean, I don't mind being out on the water, but it's not something that I would want to spend my life doing. So that kind of leaves One Piece out. Naruto has so much tragedy, that'd be rough. Dragon Ball would be tempting. But yeah, it'd probably be Saitama. Says I'd be Superman because he can get all the bitches. Why not for Yamcha? Yeah, Brent. Yeah, that'd be the perfect one. Yeah, I want to live in the Dragon Ball verse, and I want to be Yamcha. Yeah. Say Thomas says, "Don't make me blush, Curtis." Fat Boot. Yeah, that's true. Slice. Probably. Actually, if I wasn't in the Naruto verse, I probably wouldn't have a choice. I'd probably have to be Fat Boo. They'd typecast me. Yeah, picking up groceries and stuff. Yeah, I just love his whole. I mean, he's so wildly badass, and yet he's so annoyed by his superhero ranking. I love that plot line of that story. I just love it. Curtis, what anime are you considering watching next the most? Well, the idea, Megabird, is once I finish Super in the review videos, I want to take the long journey and start on One Piece. 'Cause, again, One Piece is just, the clips you guys have shown me here has fascinated me. You know, right from the early ones where Shanks gives Luffy the straw hat and everything. Seeing those clips has just proved, not as spoilers at all, has just proved to be teasers for me, to where now I want to see those moments in full context. You know, I want to have all the backstory and everything. And so, yeah, One Piece is really, really fascinating to me. I'd like to see Cowboy Bebop, Derek. Just, again, based on the clips that we've seen here. See, I'm still trying to determine, it's a tough call on Yu Yu and Cowboy Bebop, if we could get away with doing the videos with the video on screen. It's still a possibility on those two. What about Death Note and Hellsing? Can we at least finish those? I'm still debating how I want to go about those, Brother E. See, the Hellsing we can do, I could do alongside with the other review videos. Hellsing I wouldn't mind doing as a review video. Death Note is the only thing I've watched that I can say probably wouldn't work well in a review, because, you know, it's not necessarily, it's more conversational. And obviously we know Death Note has been all about being a chess match. And I'm not sure how that works in a review video. So I'm still trying to figure out what to do there. I think of Code Geass. Well, all I really know Code Geass is the Ace of Gaming, the clips we've seen, and the little bit I've seen of the abridged. And judging by both of those, again, like most of the anime you guys are showing me, I think it's very interesting. I've said it over and over, and it's the truth. As far as me to sit down and watch any form of entertainment, right now, at any point I were to do that, it would be anime that leads the list. Always. I like their storytelling better. I'm at Soup. Yeah, D-Matron. Oh, God. That's one of the great memes of all time. And it's so wildly random. That's what's great about it. It's so wildly random. Fuck you! The new Berserk animation sucks, though. Does it, John? The older clips, you know, the clips you guys have shown me have been good on here. You don't like Skyrim, Maz? What I always liked about Skyrim was just the beauty of it. You know, just the visuals in Skyrim. Because when we first started playing it, I didn't even play it through. I just watched Spaz Kid playing it. I just really enjoyed it so much. I just would sit there and watch over a shoulder while I was playing it and check out all the visuals. Why the fuck are you buying clothes at the soup store? Let's see. I feel the more popular series like DBS and One Piece would be better as face cam reaction than what you do after episodes. I think those reviews series will be popular. Well, brother, the only thing is then we're talking about just going back and forth and back and forth. I tried the face cam videos. They just, for whatever reason, people didn't like them. Now I've started doing them as reviews. So if I did that, then I'd be going back to face cam videos to find out that, well, maybe people don't like them, then back to reviews. So I just got to kind of come to a conclusion with them and do them a certain way. I know, and I completely understand, the face cam videos are just not good for a lot of people. They just don't have it set up to where it's convenient for them to watch the actual anime itself and sync it up with me. Oh yeah, I've been watching the anime suggestions on Discord main settings. I was just in there yesterday, the day before, checking to see which ones had come in recently. Devilman Crybaby. That was the one we just watched. What was that? Yesterday or the live stream before? We just watched some Devilman. That was pretty cool. Impossible to animate that shot. Oh, I don't know. I got lost a little in the conversation there. Who is stronger, Itachi or Pain? I don't know, Prime. It's hard to say because I don't think I had mentioned this before. I don't think I ever really saw Itachi go all out, did I? Because he certainly wasn't going all out against Sasuke. And plus, even if he wanted to, he was so devastatingly injured, it wouldn't have mattered. So it's hard to say. I don't think I've ever seen Itachi full out. My inclination would be to lean towards Itachi, but could be just because I really like the character. But it's hard to say. Hey, Garrett, good to see you, pal. Itachi is as strong as Naruto? You think so, Brandington? Like I say, I would be inclined to lean towards him, but again, it's hard to say because I've never seen him really go out after it. Let's see. I think Madara is the strongest character. I'm really fascinated to learn more about Madara. Put it again, as I've said, Madara is the most intimidating character to me so far. Yeah, there's just something about him. The way he carries himself, the things he says, how he says them. Oh, no problem, P2. We'll still be here for a while yet. Pendragon, I watched 206 today. The episode I watched today was 206. Yeah, that's what I mean, Arch Nemesis. He says Itachi was only 60% of his max power. So I never really got to see him pushed to the limit. So it's hard to say. Whereas, with Nagato / Pain, at least he was full out, balls out fighting. So you got to see what his abilities were. And with Itachi, you never really knew. Are your computers lagging, Xbox? That's annoying. I hate that. Definitely Madara, you think? Renzo says, if Itachi wanted to go all out, mad, crazy, and just be 100% badass, he could have been the better Madara. It seems to be, whenever we have that talk about, strongest overall, I know Itachi's name comes up at the top of the list a lot. A lot. Gucci Gang? Well, no, now I'm never going to see Itachi push. No, I know, Patrick. And it's too bad. I would have liked to have seen what he was capable of. Megabird says, Curtis, you have a button that when you push it, you can teleport into any anime world you want, but once you teleport there, you can only go to that world and this world. Which world would you choose? Okay, so I'm going to live there. It's not like the earlier question where I get to be one of the characters. Well, then, if you can only go back and forth between the worlds, wouldn't the best choice be Kijo? Because if nothing else, I would never, ever get tired of the sports scene there. Yeah, he had the same mindset as Naruto when it comes to battling Sasuke. It's fucking hilarious how ridiculously overpowered Broly was. Oh, Maz, yeah. Yeah, bro. Now, wasn't Broly... Now... You guys are going to have to... And I don't see this as a spoiler because it's just asking about a character. Now, I see Broly again coming up in Super, right? If I'm not mistaken. Well, the only thing I can do, brother, I'm not going to put Corpse Party streams here on the channel just because they do so poorly. I hate the fact... I hate just putting something up that I know is going to drag down the channel overall. Because it drags so far behind what the other videos do that, according to my network anyway, it puts a huge drag on your channel in YouTube's eyes. I don't know if people would be any more well receiving of them if I did them as videos rather than live streams. It's I don't know. It's a tough call. I've been thinking too about, and again, this will be when I get time to be able to do it. If I go back to gaming. Maybe at least go back to something that was popular in the past. Because the game I want to play the most is Walking Dead Season 2. Because Walking Dead Season 1 is my favorite game I've ever done a full playthrough on. So I don't know. I still got to figure out what to do with all that. Lute says, not Broly, that was Kale, a female Saiyan. Her Saiyan powers were modeled after Broly's. Oh, okay. Broly is non-canon, didn't stop the writer for Broly from throwing a hissy fit over the existence of Virus. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Hi. Really? He thought Virus was just too close to Broly? I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. You're literally Master Roshi. I don't know, Sajil. You think Master Roshi or more Jiraiya? Especially with the whole, because obviously that was my schooling and everything was in writing. So the whole writing angle plus really enjoying the research... I identify with Master Roshi, but I think even closer to Pervy Sage. So why not just use Twitch? I can, brother. It still comes back to the same thing then. So if I do that, what do I cut out here? Because again, there's still only so much time during the day. So if I go over to use Twitch, then do I cut one of the streams here or one of the videos here? This is why I have decisions to make on all that stuff. Garrett says, broke my iPad yesterday. Oh, that sucks. It cost $230 to fix it. Oh, shit. That sucks, Garrett. I'm sorry to hear that. Never has a paycheck been bled for me so fast all the time I've been working. I feel you, brother. I've been there. That sucked. Oh, that, you know what it was like for me, Garrett? I can equate to it is, I think I told you guys last week when that Epic Games, Spaz had an Epic Games account, got hacked, and there goes $200. Just boom, gone. And just so any of you guys know, I'll say it again, if you're involved with Epic Games at all, if there's any type of an issue, they do not have tech support. It doesn't exist. If you call there, the only options you get are for like to benefit them. If you want to call them with an offer, or if you want to license this from them or that from them. If you have a question for customer support, you leave a message and they just never return your call. Email, same thing. They do not return emails at all. And so I've had to put in a complaint with PayPal. And PayPal, it should be up soon too. PayPal gives them 10 days to respond, then we'll see what happens. But and especially with them being the creators of Fortnite and so many people playing it, just be aware. Keep everything as secure as you can on there because they are going to do nothing about it if you have an issue. They do not even respond to you. So I can understand where you're coming from. That sucks, pal. I'm sorry to hear that. 230, yeah, it's still, if it's a newer iPad anyway, it's still a little cheaper than buying another one, yeah. Let's see. Nothing. I'm just trying to catch some of the conversations I'm not caught up on. Check Jerry from Millennium Support, Rowan. I don't know who would that be. From Millennium Support. Like I say, I know nothing about it because I've never played any of their games. It was just Spaz Kid's account got hacked, and the best thing was, Spaz Kid could see, the friends that he had added and stuff, because the person went in, they bought some in-game stuff. And it's stuff that you can share with friends, give them this ability, give them that ability, whatever. So we emailed them and told them right away, say, listen, the stuff they bought is still in our account. Delete it. And you're out nothing because the people that he sent it to haven't claimed it yet. And they didn't. It took 2 days. Now all that stuff got claimed. So they didn't have any interest in trying to make right. Because, like we wrote to them in the email, it's not like anybody would be benefiting from it. There'd be no reason for us to contact you like we had buyer's remorse or something because you can take it. Nobody has redeemed these things that they bought. Take them out of my account and give us our money back. And it's been a week and a half and they have not responded at all. They won't respond to the phone or the emails. What are your thoughts about the Ray Kage? Seems you're on the fence about him. Well, I'm not on the fence about him. I think he's crazy. I mean, I like intensity. Oh, go fuck yourself, Jane. I like intensity, but he takes intensity to some pretty serious extremes. But I think he's a badass. I like watching him fight. I think he's a badass fighter. And I think it was, I always forget his name, but the guy running the 5 Kage Summit there, I think it was a good call to the reasons he gave for putting the Ray Kage back in charge. When he first says it, I was a little quizzical just because it was such a 180. But then with what the Mitsukage says and what Gaara says, it's like, yeah, that does make sense. So, no, I don't have a problem with him. I wasn't necessarily on the fence. I just hadn't gotten enough information on him to have a real strong feeling about him. At first, I thought he was just one of these over-the-top, harsh, do it this way type guys, and he might be. But at least now I see the impetus behind some of that. Ma says, there's a video out there taking a look at Broly's feats like destroying galaxies, and the dude is beefy as hell. I remember that cause when I watched the Broly stuff, because I watched TFS's abridged on the Broly stuff. I remember saying it's an apropos name. This is just stuck in my mind because he's clearly a bro. Broly looked like one of those guys you see at the gym, the guy that can't walk by the mirror without going and throwing a couple flexes in there. Happy as hell he's in Fighter Z DLC. He is, yeah, that was my take on him as well, Maz. He's definitely a gym rat, a gym bro. He's just like, look at me. Look at that over there. That guy, yeah. and I like that. That entertained me, actually. If you could bring any 3 people back to life, who would they be? Oh, that's a deep question. I'd have to sit and think about that, my friend. I'd have to think about that one. What do you think Danzo's plan was, default user? Who knows what Danzo... All I know is whatever his plan is, it's to benefit Danzo. That I can tell you. And I don't think he's completely without thought on behalf of the Leaf Village, but I do think if it comes down to I need to do something that's either going to work out better for me or work out best for the Leaf, it's always going to be me. Put it that way. You think Raditz can take on the Naruto characters? Well, again, Brother E, I don't do too much cross-story referencing. Again, for the same reason I think that you're alluding to. They operate on such different levels. I mean, when you have somebody, let's use Pain, that's wildly powerful in the series, and the Almighty Push is a badass jutsu, and it's a badass fighting move. But then you have characters in Dragon Ball that destroy galaxies, so it's really hard to cross-reference any of it, just because, again, the curve is so wildly different. Danzo's the guy who puts money on himself. Yeah, definitely, Renzo. Definitely. Puts money on himself, and then he's the guy who also goes in, once he's made the bet, and runs the underworld crime syndicate to try and make sure that his opponent takes a dive. Yes. You could argue that Danzo is more confident than Naruto. Yeah. Confident, cocky, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Maz, Broly's a monster. He's not supposed to be a complex character. I get that. And I always take a badass monster character over a shitty, twirly mustache bad guy like Goku Black. Twirly mustache guy like that. That's well put. Well, thank you, Daryl. I appreciate that, my friend. I like the emote. Even emojis make me laugh. I am simple. Thank you, Daryl. The power scaling in the Naruto series compared to Raditz would be difficult, since most Naruto characters are surface destroyers at best. That's what I mean, ELP. That's why I think it's really hard to make those comparisons. Again, just because the curve, on what constitutes top level power in Naruto as opposed to what constitutes top level power in Dragon Ball. And that's why I say it's hard for me to draw even a favorite between the two series, because they are so different. It all depends on what you're in the mood for. Am I in the mood for a fight between Beerus and Goku, where they're going to throw a Kamehameha that, can basically almost take down a planet? Or do I feel more like watching a fight between Pain and Naruto that is as much about the emotion behind it as it is about the actual fight itself? I guess the best way to put it. Let's see. Excuse me. Invite my friend Andrew to watch you have sex, Curtis. Well, that's a different request. I got to admit, that's the first one of those I've gotten today. Curtis, think of the trouble the Z Fighters could have had if Broly was a Super Saiyan God. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, shit, yeah. How do you think Madara compares to Sasuke in terms of power? Now, again, Super Fanboy, I'm going by projections here because, again, I haven't really seen Madara fight yet. Not in any respect all out. So based on the way people talk about him, based on the things that, I always forget which one, the little guy Kage and everything that's said, I've got to believe it's Madara is, I think, probably quite superior to Sasuke in fighting ability. At least that's the impression I'm getting. To be honest, Naruto has better fights choreography. The tactics, even hand-to-hand, is better. I wouldn't say you're wrong with that, P2. But again, I think it's just by nature of the way the fights take place. Yeah, I think because Naruto fights are definitely closer to reality when it comes to fighting, without a doubt. I wish, Sliced, your strongest move in Naruto would be almighty porn. That might be effective too. Because really, I mean, come on. If you're the master of porn, okay, and you know exactly, it comes with the jutsu, I'm going to say, you know specifically what somebody's fetish is, if you can demonstrate to them, if you can basically say you can use a visual jutsu to make them see or be living their favorite type of porn, who's going to want to fight anymore? You're just going to go, God damn, you're gonna start rubbing one out, and you're going to forget about fighting. And then you sneak up behind them. You could take them out with a 2x4 with a nail in it at that point. King of Basketball's got the whole... let's see. Sorry, what do you think about Madara declaring a ninja? Oh, no problem, Loot Angel. It was wildly ominous. insanely ominous. And what I liked about it too was I had mentioned earlier, I liked the way it was led into with what Gaara said. So yeah, it was well put. It was very well put. Let's see. Almighty Porn will have the loud moaning girl and make everyone's ears bleed. Yeah, really, Saitama. Or have that. Have one of the elongated power yells from Dragon Ball shouts. How do you think Itachi would have ended up had he chosen the Uchiha? I don't know, Super Fanboy. I've thought about that one before. That's tough to say. That's tough to say. I don't know, because I'm not sure exactly how that fight with the Leaf Village would have unfolded. You're trying to think of who was there at the Leaf at the time. So, you'd obviously had Jiraiya. You had Danzo lurking in the shadows. Yeah, I don't know. It's just hard to say. Sexy Jutsu, Curtis, sexy Jutsu. Yeah, probably for me though, Chrome. When you're starting out with this face, I don't think you can, even with a powerful jutsu, I don't think you can get to a form that's really all that alluring, to be honest with you. Bushy brown guys, the most powerful race on the planet. Those guys are awesome, Queebry. I just like those guys. Everyone loves me. Everyone wants to call my bae shit. Who am? Oh, Vegeta? Oh, yeah. So I say Spaz Kid would stand right with you on that one. Spaz Kid is huge mark for Vegeta. Professor Rex says, hey, Curtis, think of this. What if you're not to use sexy jutsu? I think my balls would be dry. Good way to put it, Rex. Because if the coup did succeed, he wouldn't want any part of it. Let's see. Yeah, this is the first time seeing that, Miles, where somebody was saying Vegeta was ruined. Of course, I'm not up on Super, so I wouldn't be able to say. Curtis would drain all his chakra on sexy jutsu. Absolutely, Saitama. Got our priorities, man. A new kind of Mangekyo Sharingan that makes you see everybody's fetish. There you go, Kage. So you can transform into it and make them come immediately. Sounds like a fucking nice fanfic. Yeah, somebody's got to write that one, Kage. You're right. Somebody needs to get to work on that. That's good. As a character, Naruto or Goku? Again, it's tough because, two entirely different worlds. Okay, well, let me put it to you this way. In the list of favorite characters in each series, well, now I don't even know if I can still draw a distinction there. Goku's pretty high up on mine in Dragon Ball. Now Naruto is in mine as well. Probably Goku by a little bit. I think, and this is the best way I can compare the two, if I were to take a list of favorite characters in each, on that list, Goku would probably be about here on his, and Naruto would probably be about here on theirs. So I'll go with Goku by a little bit. You really want all those men coming around you as an ability, Curtis? Yes. They'll call me Bukaki. Suko. Hello, my friend. Almighty Push needs an almighty condom, Cyclops says. You like Piccolo more than Vegeta? Do you, Xbox? Big Green is cool. I like the character path that Big Green took as well. Starting out as a villain and everything. Well, pissed off because Goku killed his daddy. So, why don't I react to Hunter x Hunter? Because we can't react to everything. Hunter x Hunter looks really, really good to me. Killua, I think, is a really cool character. But again, I don't have enough time to react to everything. We watch clips of Hunter x Hunter in the streams, in the reaction video streams, but again, there's just not enough hours in the day to watch all the anime I want, unfortunately. Oh, you're in class, Saul? Cool. Let's see. Okay, back from playing Duel Links, the first thing I hear is they will call me Bukaki. Yeah, D Major. Yeah, well, yeah, D Major, you're around our chats all the time. You know there's a lot of rabbit holes we go down in here that are scary places. Goku's simplicity in nature and his overall gentle, pure-hearted personality is just fun to watch. Yes, I agree 100%, ELP. Completely agree. Completely agree. No, you hate Hunter Curtis, Sketty Man says. Yeah, Big Green is cool, but at Biggest Green is a fucking asshole, Big Green says. Or at Biggest Green says. Why do you think Madara wants Sasuke on his side? What will Madara gain with that alliance? Well, I think he wants the eyes. Because he said something early on about it being such an unusual thing to have both eyes of the Mangekyo Sharingan so it can achieve certain abilities and stuff. I don't know if he physically wants his eyes, or if it's just that he wants somebody with those eyes working with him on his behalf. But I think that's clearly what it is. He wants, because of Sasuke's abilities with the Sharingan. Let's see, the next anime. Well, what we're doing, Arch Nemesis, we're doing the reviews on Dragon Ball Super, then One Piece. The reactions, I don't know, because I don't know of any other series that I know for sure that I can do the same way I do Naruto, so I'm not sure what series is going to be next. Yeah, that's my thinking too, Tyler. Again, like he says, Goku would destroy Naruto with one Kamehameha wave, and again, that's why I never really get into the comparison too much of cross platforms, is just because, again, you're talking a whole different power level curve. You know, somebody that's a peon in Dragon Ball, Yamcha, is going to hold his own or be all insanely powerful in Naruto. So it's not really fair comparisons. Thanks, Pickpack. That's nice of you to say. Doesn't even need a Kamehameha, yeah. And again, it's just because, again, the power levels, they're just so wildly, wildly different. One turtle annihilation wave, yeah, hi. The good old turtle hermit. Let's see. I think Madara wants Sasuke to join the Akatsuki because most of the original Akatsuki members are dead. Well, that's true too, Sajil. Yeah, the numbers definitely got thinned out. I was really surprised to see my boy Shark Boy Daywalker come walking up on Killer Bee, though. I'm really looking forward to that fight. I'm hoping because you guys know Naruto storytelling better than I do. They tend to jump around sometimes, so I'm hoping tomorrow when I watch the next episode, they stay focused at least a little bit on that fight, because I'm really enjoying that fight. Let's see. So what do you think will Madara's battle force consist of, considering he is starting a war? Well, I think it all comes down, Loot Angel, to what he's able to do with those seven-tailed beasts he's got. You know, I have no idea what it'll be, but whatever type of jutsu he's been able to form that utilizes those seven-tailed beasts, I assume is what we're all in fear of. What, because that's some pretty ominous stuff. I mean, you got seven-tailed beasts. You would think he's going to be able to concoct a pretty compelling soup there, putting them together. Curse like Gon too. Oh, I like Gon now. The only reason I lean towards Killua now is I've only seen clips of Hunter x Hunter, but Killua, in one of the first clips that the gang showed me, just was a real badass in a fight, and I just liked the way he went about the fight. So that's what made him an early favorite. But when I start watching the series, I'm sure my favorites will morph as they always do. But I do like Gon too. I like Gon in the clips I've seen as well. You can do reactions to FMA the same way you do Naruto. Well, that's what I'm looking into, King Sinbad. FMA seems like there might be some reasonability within their production companies, as does Yu and Bebop. So that's what I'm still looking. I've got time, because I wouldn't start one of them until we finish Shippuden. So I've got some time, but I have started looking into them. As long as I think we'll be safe with it, we'll probably go with one of those three next, as we're still doing the review videos of the ones where I know I can't do them the same way I do Naruto. That's what everybody says, Charlie. Everybody says, when I asked about it, or the vast majority of people say that FMAB is better than FMA. Yu Yu Hakusho! Yeah, Manu. That one, again, I'm going to, when it gets closer, I'll do a lot more research on it. But Yu Yu looks like one we might be able to do the same way we do Naruto. Soup? I'm at Soup! How do you think the first Hokage, Hashirama, Senju died, considering how powerful he is considered a big mystery? I have no idea, Super Fanboy. No clue. No idea at all. Let's see. School's a goddamn joke. Spaz Kid would agree with you, Saul. I can guarantee he's on that train with you. Say FMAB is what? FMAB? 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 That's great. And Maya says, and that's changed by the way. Vegeta is becoming more like Goku in that he doesn't focus on Goku as much and simply wants to improve. That would be cool, because that's been, I know Maz, that's been all along. I mean, that's been Vegeta's thing. Every inspiration that Vegeta has had basically has come from Goku. Jealousy of Goku, you know, the wanting to just, but actually it makes his character interesting as well. Just the inability, go fuck yourself, Train. Just the inability to come to grips with that plebeian exceeding a prince of all Saiyans. All right, well, I'm at the time frame now. I'm going to ask you guys what, and I'm going to leave this up to you guys. I can do one of two things with the time I have remaining in the day, and I forgot to do this earlier. I should have talked to you guys about this before. I can either go watch some Dragon Ball Super and get a review video up either later today or tomorrow, or I can stop this stream and we can do a quick reaction video stream. 100% up to you guys. If there's compelling desires for one over the other, that's what I'll do. Again, because the reason I leave this stuff up to you is people say, well, just do what you want. But that's the thing. I like all the stuff. I like doing all of it. So it doesn't matter to me. You know, I'll enjoy watching Super, and I'll enjoy doing a stream of watching videos. So you guys tell me, what would you like? DBS, got 2 for DBS right away. Super, reaction stream. In the dark, so Super. It's a hard decision to take. I don't have enough time to do both, Tracker. Review videos. Reaction always taking my request. DBS. Looks like DBS. Super, I'm busy today. Reaction. Okay, DBS. Clear. Okay, so that's we got a few minutes left, but that's what I'll do. After this, I'll at least I'll see how much time I have left. Either 1, maybe 2 DBS episodes watched. Once I have the footage, then it's just a matter of getting the time to. They don't take nearly as long to edit as Naruto reactions do, so take longer to render. Or no, I shouldn't say that. They don't take as long to render either. So yeah, so we'll do that, and then I'll make tomorrow's live stream. Even if we get, oh no, tomorrow's Friday, right, guys? Yeah, I won't get to do 2 tomorrow. When Spaz Kid gets done with his drama club tomorrow, we're going down to pick up a buddy of his from his college. He's going to spend the weekend with Spaz Kid. So I'll only do 1 tomorrow, but I'll make sure tomorrow is a reaction video stream then. Let's see. Watch Sasuke versus Kage first. What? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Rayquaza. I mean, all that stuff comes up naturally within the flow of the series. Super his ass. But James, for me, if it's got the Dragon Ball characters in it, I'll watch it. I just love those characters. 8 trigrams, 64 pound, damn it. Push Cesaro says. What do you think of Madara's playing, Curse? Well, Sajil, I mean, again, I say it in the video. He's I actually, because I had misunderstood Pain's plan to begin with, and it was funny because my misunderstanding turned out to be exactly Madara's plan. He wants the tailed beast so he can become all-powerful, the 10 tails, and he can dictate his level of peace or his level of life on the planet. So obviously, you guys know how I feel about megalomaniacs, so I like his character a lot, but obviously I'm rooting against him achieving his goals. Yes, Neji could solo the DB universe, damn it. Big Green's right on board with you, Cesaro. Curtis, trust me, Pain's idea is genius compared to Madara's one. Well, it's certainly way, way, way more complex. Yeah, it does. I mean, Madara's is very base. Madara's is a typical megalomaniacs. I'm going to get all the power, and then I'll be all powerful. Yeah, I agree with you on that. King Sinbad says, new DB movie will be a continuation of the story after the end of the Tournament of Power in Super, with background on Frieza and the history of the Saiyans. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. The history of the Saiyans, that'll be fun. And then, goddamn Frieza and what he did to them. Oh, that'll be cool. No, I'll enjoy that. It was officially announced. Cool. No, sounds good to me. I'm on board. The original Disney Alice in Wonderland? Sure, Megabird, years ago, but I've seen it. We have all of those. Well, a lot of them now, because we have all the Disney movies, but a lot of them we haven't we haven't updated to modern technology. A lot of them are still in a box on VHS tapes. I like how chill Madara is. Yeah, like either follow on my plans or I'll kill you all. Your choice. Mano, I agree completely. That's what makes him so ominous to me, is he is so chill. So confident in the fact that he can do exactly what you just said right there. That's what makes him so badass to me. I completely agree. Thoughts on Naruto and Hinata? Well, I keep rooting for Naruto to get off the fawning over Sakura thing and go after Hinata, without a doubt. Do you collect VHS tapes, Megabird? Yeah, like I say, we had so many of the old Disney videos on VHS. Curtis, thoughts on where the beer storyline with the Super Saiyan God will lead to? Hard to say. You can see where the fight, as I'm involved in it now, you can see where the fight has evolved to where it's not even, in classic terms, a fight anymore. It's just a test of one another's strengths, basically, now. And Beerus is guided by whim a lot of the time, and I think his whim to destroy the planet is pretty much going by the wayside. So I think, regardless of who wins the fight, or even if there is a winner, if the fight comes off as a wash, I think Beerus is going to go about his business, at least for the time being. Let's see. I've always... Okay, that conversation I wasn't following. Are you going to watch WrestleMania? I usually do, Saitama. I have the app. I keep the WWE app there that, pay the monthly fee for it, because my grandson still enjoys watching wrestling sometimes, so I keep it for him, so I have access to it, so I probably will. Unless I end up with something unforeseen important that I have to do that day, I'll probably watch it. Finn says, "Hey guys, Massive Legend here." Yeah, Hinata. I liked Hinata right from the get go. The WWE Network. That's what I was trying to say. D Major. Thank you. The main event of Fastlane wasn't bad. I saw that was on. Oh, and then I earlier in the day I got an email or something about it, and then I completely forgot to watch it. Who do you think is the better rival between Vegeta and Sasuke? Again, I think it depends too much on story. If you're using the word rival in its strictest sense, in its absolute, the way it's defined, then Vegeta, because I think Vegeta and Goku have even more so, excuse me, been responsible for pushing each other to new levels more so than Naruto and Sasuke, who had a lot of other driving factors that moved them forward. I mean, Sasuke's obviously was vengeance for towards his brother and so on and so forth. So as far as rivals, in the true sense of the meaning of the word rivals, I think it's easily Vegeta and Goku. Yeah, exactly. Hai says, and Naruto Sasuke is not really a rival anymore because he's motivated by different things now. Whereas, at least to where I am in Dragon Ball Super, all the way up to there, especially with Vegeta, it's all about the rivalry. I mean, look at the pissy look on his face when he had to be involved in giving Goku Super Saiyan God powers. Yeah, exactly, Maz. Vegeta's entire character is based around his rivalry with Goku. So again, if you're talking just rivals, it's easily Goku and Vegeta. Remember that time Vegeta was a dad? I like that about his character, though, Licks, where he came to at least somewhat embrace the concept of family and dad, and not my Bulma type thing. Don't touch my Bulma. So yeah. That's one of the ways I really came around to liking Vegeta more and more. It doesn't matter, Tom. Like I say, I've had the WWE Network since it came out, since they first released it. And I keep it for my grandson anyway. So, again, I have it. It's just a matter of whether I think to sit down and watch it or not. Some more DBS parody cartoons? Oh, always. King Sinbad. I like those. I like any of those parodies. But, yeah, especially on something that I enjoy as much as Dragon Ball. Absolutely. And had he never? How do you think Sasuke ended up? Had he never found out the truth about Itachi? Had he just killed Itachi and then went on his merry way? I don't know. He's always a brooding type, so it's not a given that he would have just said, "Okay, mission accomplished. I'm going back to the Leaf." It's hard to say. I could see Sasuke going back to the Leaf. I could also see him just becoming a wanderer and just going off to go do his own thing. Again, just because of his brooding nature. Do I enjoy WWE? Sure, Cesaro. I enjoy it. Not as much as I used to, just because I think the writing isn't as good as it used to be. But yeah, I enjoy it. I still watch it when I get opportunities. Sasuke's too emo. King Sinbad says, "Yeah, you're not alone in that opinion." But that's basically it. Like I say, he's so brooding. You could have easily seen him just going off to do his own thing. Well, guys, I gotta go then. If I'll try and I'm gonna right now. I'll record at least one super episode. I'll see how I'm doing for time. Maybe two. I don't know if the video will be up later today or tomorrow, depending on how fast I can get it edited, obviously, and rendered and everything. But that'll be a Dragon Ball Super review. And the more we do of those, the quicker we get to doing the same thing with One Piece. And tomorrow's stream, I'll make sure is a reaction video stream, because I know a lot of you guys got different things you said you wanted to show me. So tomorrow will be a reaction video stream. This was fun. I love these anime chat streams, though. I really do. I love talking this stuff. It's amazing how freaking geeked out I've gotten for anime in general, and Naruto in specific. Pampu indeed, Luffy. But yeah, that's so again, either later this evening or I should be able to make it, because again, it's not near, the review videos aren't nearly as time intensive in editing, which is what takes up all my time on the Naruto videos. So maybe I'll even get it up later today. Yeah, I wish. Thanks, guys, for this chat. This was a lot of fun, and I'll see you in video later, and I'll talk to you guys live again tomorrow, and we'll watch some vids. Pampu. So flashily we will bang. Okay.